I came to Surf Simply because it takes the sport of surfing and breaks it down into ways that I can understand it. It combines the artistry of surfing with the technical aspects of it, so that no matter the conditions and no matter what it is, you still can always fall back on your technique.
You know, this whole trip was just fun, and I just got an unbelievable workout. So yes, this is something that's definitely gonna stick with me. And
Came to Surf Simply 2 years ago, made some improvements, took it home with me, wanted to go again. Of course, there's a long waiting list, convinced this guy to come. And man, I made some huge leaps this week.
A buddy of ours, Chris Zonis, found out he had some buddies that had been down here and said some great things about it. So he talked to us a little bit about it, and we started looking into it a little bit more, and it looked like a perfect situation for us.
Actually, my surfing career began as soon as I got here to Surf Simply. It was just an incredible experience.
So we did hear about Surf Simply from a friend, and then by a quick look, out there on the media, it was quite clear that this should be one of the best places that we can both learn and have fun.
I think I stumbled across an article about Surf Simply. I'm like, oh, this sounds good. Whole approach here of being science-based and fact-based, none of the woo-woo, feel the wave, man. So it's like, oh, that's the place to go. And this is now my 4th visit since 2015.
It's so fascinating to come to a space to see people who are continuously working to improve what they do, even though you can't imagine that they can get better at what they've been doing. And at this point, it kind of feels like family, and it's really nice to come back and everybody knows where you're at. They know what you were working on the last time you were here. It's kind of really special.
I really like their method. It involves, the practical use of it when you're out in the water, and then when you're done and you come back and you have theory and you watch video and you go over skills. So you get like a real intense approach to learning.
I like that it's very technical. It's not like, oh, here, I'm going to push you on a wave. It's, okay, this is what this wave is doing. This is how you read this wave. This is what you want to do to catch this wave. And this is what you want to do to successfully go down the line and do this.
They can give you exactly the minimum but accurate instructions and highlights that you can then implement in the water and see amazing results.
The quality of the media and video, and then taking the time to sit down and watch you on video and say, look at what you're doing here. Now when we go out, let's go to level 3 on the system. And it's very scientific.
Tommy was my coach. He's just a really good instructor, and just had a lot of patience. Did a great job with really making me enjoy like my surfing experience here.
Merlin, he was very encouraging. He was my hype man, and he knows how to pick those waves. He just had a lot of good knowledge to give me.
Derek, first of all, he was so pleasant. I mean, you could feel free to say or ask whatever you like, whenever you like.
He knows what to do, what to say to you, to getting you better, and exactly the thing that getting you better.
Will was great. He was really technical. He got into, a lot of the different details of things that we needed to work on. Gave us some good tips that we're able to, apply. There's so many different things to surfing.
Harrison, he's very talented at what he does, and he has a way to break it down into ways that each individual can learn it.
Teal specifically was great. I mean, we really hit it off. I mean, just, it's not only that I found her instruction extraordinarily clear and helpful and to the point for what really I was trying to do this week, but also just, it's nice hanging out in the water.
I'm so thankful that I was paired with Jesse this week. It was such an amazing, fun experience to be out on the waves with someone who is so positive and also technically such a good teacher.
The sunset surf, the waves today were fantastic, and being out there where the coaches are playing and having fun, and everyone's just kind of having a great time, and it looked like everyone was peaking at the same time.
It's Nina's waves is the highlights of the week, and also seeing her exploding from joy out there in the ocean. There are so many highlights that we feel overwhelmed.
For me, it was all that technical teaching and that amazing functional stance just came into play, and I got probably the best waves of my life.
I mean, this is straight out of Architectural Digest. I mean, yeah. So I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely 5-star. I mean, when we first got here, like we were walking around, I'm like, I could build my house like this.
Yeah.
Like it's just,
I want this to be my house.
Right.
Four of us that used to spend every day of our life together, going as far back as college, that obviously don't get to do that anymore. And so having a full week or 8 days together is really just nice.
Working on the stretch classes is something that I would look forward to on a daily basis. You work your body so hard, and just to have that downtime to release the tension inside of your muscles, to laugh about it, to work with your group again, and it's presented in a way that's approachable, yet also really rewarding, and be able to get back out and keep paddling some more the next day.
I love this group. We get along very well, and it's not like everyone's closed off. Like, we all hang out together, even when we're not doing anything. Everybody hangs out at a table, and we just have really good conversations.
Because Surf Simply does it with 10 to 12 people, so it's a small enough group that you can get to know everybody, but it's also a big enough group that you can do some independent things on your own if you want to.
That sense of community grows out of the intense experience that you have with the other people here, all focused on a similar goal.
I would say you're gonna not only enjoy just being here, the weather, the warm water, the pool, but you're gonna, if you don't know how to surf, you're gonna learn, and if you do surf, you're definitely gonna improve.
I think you start with just talking about the location. Nice beach break, a lot of opportunities, for different rides. Food's fantastic. The lodge is brand new. It's in a killer area, where there's not too many people. The courteousness from the staff, the education level of what you come in with versus what you walk away with. I mean, it's unlike any other resort I've ever been to, and I've traveled the world.
It is a unique experience from the moment you walk in the door, the moments of meeting the coaches, starting to go through the processes, and then midweek you hit that moment where you're like, you're learning so much and you're processing so much. That's when you truly start, I start to truly appreciate the opportunity that we have here in the community that's being built, and just everything that Surf Simply represents.
The food is, first of all, very tasty just to look at.
And very healthy.
Very healthy.
They are very specific in the way they do things. They're very creative in the way they do things, and I don't think I could ever cook like that.
It is just delicious. I'm gluten-free, and this is the best food I've had in the world.
I mean, they use everything from fruits to nuts to fish to pork to just a real balanced cuisine. It's just been like a great experience. As far as I'm really excited to get back home and buy a board and keep surfing.
So I went from a surfer who could just catch a wave and ride it to someone who now sets the rail, rides the high line, and can do a cutback turn down the face and again. So it was a big jump for me.
I think it's motivating to get back out in the water more often and make that time. It also inspires me to take a lot of this knowledge back to my family and my kids, and teach them a lot of the things that we've learned here. So
I'm so happy I came back, and I'll keep coming back.
Love it. Can't wait to come back.
Absolutely. Time of my life. Can't wait to come back.
Shaka bra.